Good morning. Welcome to Camel Memorial Presbyterian Church. Whether you're here in the sanctuary or visiting us online, you are welcome in our sanctuary and at our church. Whether you're coming from far, where you're bringing somebody with you because it's a holiday weekend, we pray that you're experienced in restoring the presence of the living Jesus here today. I have a few announcements. As you're getting settled into the pews, if you would sign the friendship register, the friendship pad, which is located on the inside aisle of the pew. It lets us know who's here, but more importantly, it lets you know who you're sitting next to. So as you pass it down and back, find out who's sitting with you and who you're worshiping with. This afternoon, you're invited to Good Luck Cellars from 1 to 4 p.m. for a musical event featuring At Water's Edge. This is a co-sponsored event by Good Luck Cellars and the music ministry of Campbell Memorial Presbyterian Church. Our season of stewardship is approaching. September 14th is our kickoff day. Kickoff Sunday with one worship service at 10 a.m. Please mark your calendars and set your alarms, because if you arrive at 11, we'll be done. The service will be followed by a lunch in the fellowship hall featuring Crenshaw's Stewardship Stew. To help with the stew, please sign up in fellowship hall. Look in the midweek for more announcements about our stewardship events. If you have brought an offering this morning, it can be placed in you can place it in the offering plate at the back of the sanctuary or when the offering plate is passed during the offertory time. Also, do remind you that there are additional calendar events located at the back of the bulletin.
I want to invite you to share any joys that you have this morning from this prior week. Anything that's bringing you joy as you come to worship this morning. Great. Welcome. Welcome. Great to have you here. Other joys this morning. Yes.
So I have a joy and concern. My mom successfully had a cardiac ablation yesterday, and she reported some of her symptoms were even better. No, pardon me, Friday. Some of her symptoms were even better yesterday. And last week when Frank was here, he shared with me, our dear friend Frank Gasper, he shared with us that his wife Vicky's myeloma is now active again. She's completely got multiple myeloma. And they were blessed that their house sold, and now they will be in Leesburg, able to get the treatment. She starts treatment on the 2nd.
All right. Yeah. So.
Vicki and Frank in our prayers.
Awesome. We'll continue to pray for you and your mother, and for Frank and for Vicki as they in their move, as well as for her treatment now. Thank you for sharing that. Other joys or concerns? Yes.
Tomorrow our oldest is coming home for good from Mozambique, and this is the funny part. We have 3 kids. They're going to take over our house this next weekend. A long weekend, so all 3 kids are gathering because Mom and Dad are going camping. They're going to the Virginia Tech game, which are our grandchildren are first years. So, anyway, all 3 kids are going to be there with Mom and Dad and my love.
And you don't have the same concern that you had maybe some years ago when they would be all alone in the house together, I'm guessing. Or maybe more concerns, I don't know. Yeah, well, that's wonderful. It's wonderful to be able to have family coming together now, especially in the tumultuous time that you've had. Yes, ma'am.
I do. I just want to remind everybody, Bible study, my home is beginning again here in September. The 3rd Thursday of the month, 9:30 to 11:30. And Sally Shields, bless her heart, and says she will lead that Bible study again this year.
Thank you for reminding us of that. Thank you so much. I want to share a joy, and I suppose sort of maybe a little concern too. We, as you know, it's been quite a journey for the Morgan family this summer, and as Adam graduated and Noah got married, and then we moved, and then now, just this past week, I spent the week with Adam, moving him to Williston, Vermont, which is just outside of Burlington, where he will start. He starts Tuesday at his new job as a timber framer, and so it was a real joy. You know, those times, as you know, those times are very precious when you can be with your children in these transitional points. And I got to spend the whole week, just him and I, driving 14 hours and that sort of thing in 2 separate vehicles. But that's another story. But he got to sleep in his own on his new mattress last night. He was no longer sleeping on the floor in his apartment. So there's a big win. So we're celebrating that. I just want to lift that up. And then just also concern, as we think about these transitions, right? Your kids are having transitions. They're a little older than mine, but they're having transitions. Whenever we're in transition, sometimes it can be difficult. And so I would love for you to pray for him as he makes this transition, which is going to be a wonderful one, but a transition nonetheless. Other joys or concerns, of course, we want to, some of the, I hate to say it this way, but some of the bigger things in our world and in our lives, right? Like, we continue to think about the war in Ukraine and what's happening in the Middle East with Gaza and Israel and of course South Sudan. The back to school, should not include worrying about your children coming home. And so the school shooting that happened this week. So we continue to have those concerns in our prayers and thinking about what God is maybe calling us